Hey, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is now, it's about 5:30, Wednesday, April 27th, midday. We made it to the midweek, 5:30 or 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, so big day yesterday. Let's look into what happened. All right, so if you guys are part of the Patreon group, you kind of saw the trades that we put up. But today, we had Microsoft that missed, Alphabet, Google, Chipotle, Texas Instruments, so much. I didn't really get to read all through all of them, but I saw Alphabet. Alphabet kind of told us, I mean, this is what Tech Rec. So Tech Rec, Google just basically told us, hey, growth is slowing down and costs are going up. Pretty much what we expected, and this is why it's causing a little bit of havoc in the markets. We all know Texas Instruments came out with dismal earnings and really bad guidance for the chips. So that's not good for chips. So this is already setting the tone, already set up for the rest of the week with a lot of these techs. So we have Boeing today in the morning. I haven't really been able to look to see what that news is. Spotify is going to come out. We expect the same, but they should be coming out pretty shortly. Facebook is, we already know what they're going to come out and on Wednesday. And then we have Thursday, big day on Thursday. We have Apple, Amazon, Roku, McDonald's, we have, which I think, in my humble opinion, I think they're all going to miss. I think Amazon has missed the last couple of quarters, and I believe that Amazon will probably miss this quarter, which will put more pressure on the techs. Again, key things that we're looking at, Amazon already has told us that, I mean, let's look at the verbiage. Last week, they said that they were going to add a surcharge. So nobody adds a surcharge if the business was slowing down and they saw that basically they were losing revenue or not going to meet expectations. Okay, so we are starting to see that. The other news that's developing that no one's talking about again, but you have to kind of pay close attention, is this China. China is shutting down, guys, and it's very reminiscent to before the COVID, when they shut down, before the COVID hit the United States and they blew up this COVID thing, and when we went down, it's very reminiscent to that happening right now. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, and we're at these levels right now at this morning. Good morning, James. So a couple of things we have to worry about is that right there. Again, I'm just getting the, but right now the Dows are climbing here. We have the S&P futures climbing a little bit, 41.87, the NASDAQ, the Stowe, the crude oil is about 100, 10-year is climbing, Bitcoin is climbing, but let's see what happens there. Let's dive into it. So overall, we're at the bottom range here of the it's bottom range too. Yesterday we hit at the close. We hit the bottom, the top of the bottom range of the box that I said that we hit at 41.30, and then we bounced off of there, which it was an exhaustive sell-off right there. Now what happens next? We're back into the 50. Is this when I look at it from an hourly perspective? Are we basing here? Is this, had we had enough? Or is this just going to consolidate in this area and maybe meet down to this 40.50, 4,000? And is that where, buyers are going to step in? Right now, there's no sign that buyers are stepping in at this moment, but we'll see. But in case, and I had this 43.60 up here just because I was like, well, maybe there might be some great, something good in these numbers. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything good in the numbers yet. Maybe somebody will produce magically good numbers, and this can push the market up to this area, 43.60. But not until, we have some headwinds here. We got to be careful of this consolidation right here. But let me go into the overall markets. I'm jumping ahead again. So key things here, we're looking at the market environment, okay? Market environment and the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Russell. So I'm going to make things bigger because we need to see this February 24th. I'm not going to stop talking about it. February 24th, key element. It's at 41. Let me see to give you the exact number. 41.14 is where we're at. This is where buyers came in, and this is the last line in the sand. It looks like at some moment it is going to beeline it here, and then what happens? What happens there? Did the buyers step in? Is it doom and gloom? The buyer stepped in there before. Let's see if they stepped in there now, and we're going to see, and we're going to see. All right. Now, just in case, what I've noticed, But let me not go there. All right, so we're going to be looking there, see if they come. But we're looking at very bearish candles right now. And right now, if we stand, we're at 41.75. Pre-market 41.82, so that puts us at 41.92. So we're kind of going to be opening just below that 4,200, which is somewhat, it's good, but what happens at the open? We got to watch the open to see if we sell off, or do we continue, or do we start bouncing? Okay, on the S&P 500. On the NASDAQ, same type of thing. We're right there, right at the bottom. This is the cliff. And what's the next level down on the cliff? Tech Rec, probably going to go down to this 12,225. Somewhere in there. Russell is declining. Now, this is Russell. Let's look at Russell here for a second, because Russell has a big cliff here as well. The cliff here on Russell, next level deep, is probably going to be right in here, the 1,700. So watch Russell. Is it going to happen all in one day? Probably not. The markets are thick. They're liquid. They kind of go in a zigzag shape, and they go up, they go down, they consolidate, go up, they go down, they consolidate. But overall, the trend is down on the Russell, and you probably can see the same thing for the NASDAQ and the XPX. Okay, let's dive into the VIX. The VIX was higher, and I didn't really get to write this thing here yesterday. But the VIX, this is the tone for the last 2 days. So what's next? Fear is pretty high. People are buying puts. So what's next here? So as you can tell, we're reaching those lows of where we were before, and I believe we can probably go 39.23. This was February 24th. Yep, this is January 24th, guys. Was that February or January? Let me see real quick. I always forget. February 24th. Okay, so February 24th, VIX. Let me just show you where it was at. Okay, so this was February 24th, right in here, 37.80. Are we going to hit that? Is the VIX going to pop there? So just giving you an idea of where we're at. We're at 34, 33. We're at 31. We're consolidating right now. It looks like the VIX is probably going to die down, but anything can change. And again, it looks like it wants to climb. So what I'm going to have, if this gets alerted, then we're probably going to go lower. But let's see. Anything's possible. Right now, the 10-year note is declining. All right. As far as the XPX, like I said, 41.84 is going to put us at 41.94, which is just under the 4,200. Not too far. It still looks like it could have, right? So we had a nice bounce here, sell-off. This could be an exhaustion sell-off on the SPX, which is only open about 7 to 8 hours. All right, so if that's an exhaustion sell-off, then where can we go? We're probably going to go to that bottom range right here of 41.64, 41.50. So keep that on the horizon. Again, things will change. And on the 1 minute, and I really can't give you the 1 minute measurements here, but I could give it to you here. What am I looking at here? All right, so this is the E-mini. These run 24 hours or so with a few breaks here and there. On the 1 minute time frame, we're consolidating. I'm noticing right now, recently, that buyers are coming in at that 41.81 level, and sellers are coming in at that 41.97 level. This is the area that more likely at the open in the next roughly hour, we're going to be trading in. So we're going to see, can we break that 41.98? Also, this consolidation coincides with where we're at right now. We are at the 50-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame. We had a huge sell-off, rallying up nicely. This is exactly what I like to see going into an open. I wanted to stay here, and therefore, right before the open, let's see if we can get a signal or a sign that this thing might go, that momentum is going to shift one way, shape, or form. Okay, so we have that. So for the upside, what do we have? We have 42.19. If that can take that out, and then there's this 42.30, which served as a major resistance yesterday throughout a period of the day. So again, Also, you can tell that this is where the majority of the value trades happen, right in here. This is why we use a volume profile up to 42.53. But right now, it's meeting a lot of supply there. It's selling off at this 42.11. At the 50, let's see what happens here. It can go either which way, up or down. All right, so right now we're still at 42.30 is right where the 50-day is on the hourlies right here. And again, if we break that, we can probably retest this 42.80. But is that going to happen today? Don't know. I don't know. It's just a matter of stay frosty. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's look at the SPYs. Spiders right now doing the same thing, kind of consolidating here. Notice right here at this 420, it is being sold, 420 pre-market. Also being bought at this 416. Guys, we have the range. We have the range for the pre-market here, okay? Well, let's see. I think at the open, I think we got them exactly where we got them. We got them at the 50, close to the 50. If we go higher, we're going to watch for that 423, which is 42.30 on the E-minis. So again, watch it right there because that's going to serve a big level of resistance. But right now, let's see. If I'm looking at trades, let me see. I don't have the other thing now. I think I shared that I was looking at the 390s May 6th. Today is Wednesday. Not today, but tomorrow I'll be switching to the following Friday. But so far, we're looking at May 6th for any potential moves, and they can go. So if it goes to the downside, but right now I like this setup right here. If it starts taking up 421, it can probably go to 42.30 or 423, which is right in there. It's about another $1. Remember, 10 points. So that's the SPY. Let's look at Qs. And things are going to change, guys. Things are going to change. Qs, exactly where you like it. Selling coming at 320. And again, right at the 50, close to the 50. It can probably, let me see here. If it runs up and this starts going up, maybe it can go up and touch the 50. And then what happens there? And then we can probably set something up there nicely. Look for the squeezes. Look for the signs that these things can happen. IWM, what do we got here? Squeezing, probably rallying up here, squeezing, and it could probably go up to that 191. All right. Or does it break down? Okay, let's look at Tesla. Tesla is, right now squeezing. Our buyer's going to be stepping into Tesla. Don't know. But right now, Tesla got hurt pretty bad. 900, can Tesla be the one that saves the market today? Don't know. Let's see if anything else is brewing up here. Let me get rid of that. I don't need that. Google, I think Google's probably going to go lower. Watch it for 2200. It's right there. Looks it can probably go. Amazon, I have a number on Amazon. If Amazon misses, can it be at 2,500? Don't know. Tesla squeezing right here. ISRG. And ironic, CMG just went up. I didn't read CMG's earnings report. We're going to be reading that pretty soon. Okay. Lam Research, NVIDIA, Apple. All eyes are going to be Apple. They're going to be looking at it to see if we have any growth and also how well are the supply chain issues. Shopify squeezing right there, 428. Can't 400 come sooner? Let's see there. Roku, guys, congratulations on Roku. Roku is about to go to 50. I mean, I just told you, what's their game plan? This is exactly what we're talking about on Roku. We talked about Roku. We said, hey, this weekend, what was Roku? Roku was basically saying, and they haven't even announced earnings yet, but what's Roku's thing? Their last 2 quarters are they're earning. Their guys, their CEO told us he doesn't even know how would they make money. So Roku declined. Boom, we got Roku now down to $87. Basically, right up here, about $100, back down to 87, about $13. Hey, it's $13 on Roku. It's nice. Unfortunately, you have to pick. And guess what? Roku announces earnings on Thursday. So can $50 be coming up soon? $30? Pretty quickly, I think. But right now, let's see what happens. Let me see about Amazon. Amazon, woo, 2672, 2700, 2820. Wow. If Amazon misses, okay. That's a possibility. Will Apple miss? $150 on Apple if it misses. Who else are we looking at? Amazon, Apple, Roku, McDonald's. I think McDonald's going to miss. Trying to look for a lotto play here. Oh, McDonald's gapped up right now at the open. Okay. All right. Let me look at McDonald's. McDonald's gapping up pre-market. Oh, no. McDonald's. Okay. So McDonald's is at $249. They're coming out with earnings. Will it miss? Gapping up right now. Will they miss? A lot of selling pressure right here. A lot of selling pressure. Weakness. Selling, but again, if we think that McDonald's is going to be bad and they're affected by supply chain issues, growth, wage inflation, then McDonald's can miss, right? They can miss. How far can it go? That's the key question. Can they come down to this 244 from 250? These options might be good. Let me look at these guys. I'll look at these and see, because I can't really punch up my Thinkorswim right now. But let's look at, I'll text you in the chat to see which options I think might be doable for McDonald's, or Roku's already started. But let's see. Right now, E-minis right now are holding steady, not really making a move. It's now, we got about another 50 candlesticks here. Let's see what happens. Not really consolidated, working more to the downside here. Let's see what happens. All the moving averages are squeezing, but let it do its thing. Right now, it's about to squeeze on the 15-minute time frame. Does it retest these lows here, 41.37, which is 413 on the so 418 and 413 on the spiders. But let it do its thing. Just wait. I'm curious to see what happens at the open. All right. That's all we got, guys. That's all we got. Let's talk about Bitcoin. People are talking about Bitcoin. I'm just doing this because we do have some people who watch these later, and they always ask me, can you do something on Bitcoin? So Bitcoin, I just want to share this with you. Bitcoin has been going sideways, guys, since January 2021. So really simple Bitcoin strategy. Like, if you're not trading Bitcoin, don't like overwhelm yourself and waste energy on what you should do on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is pretty easy. It's going sideways. You believe in Bitcoin? Do you want to buy at 29,000, or do you want to buy it at up here? This at 66,000. It's been going sideways, right? Right now you're at the bottom range. You're never going to pick the bottom, and if you're not trading, just put your buy order at the bottom here. These are all buy orders. The reason why these sold, because there was a lot of buy orders, and they don't stay here very long. There's buy orders here, buy orders there. They're just buy orders. Just put your buy orders somewhere in this vicinity, 30, 34,000, 35. I mean, they start being bought, then it's being bought. If it goes lower, then fine, it goes lower. But right now, you know, it's in a range. All right, that's all we got. Let me go back to E-minis, trying to fill in some space, and we are declining here. Okay, so it looks like this is gonna decline. Let it decline. This is probably gonna last another 30 more minutes, maybe. And then it's going to base and see what happens there at the open. All right. Go out there. Go get it. Oh, my sinuses are killing me. All right. Take care, guys. Take care. If you haven't liked, subscribe. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you.